That's the best way to get
You want a
a
bite?
buck to those peaches. I wanted something sweet, but they told me not to eat a peach, so yeah, I do want a bite. Thank you.
There you go. Is this my milkshake?
Yes, sir.
You want a bite, honey?
Watch out, there's someone moving next to you.
Come here, honey. I have a good recipe for peach cobbler. I used to make it all the time.
We'll make a great big bucket. Thanks.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna wait until he crosses the street to
Go out the other way. There's right across.
I just realized this. I'll just read my mind up and move as quick as time and space.
I didn't realize this parking lot was this big.
Joe, it's even bigger, baby.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen it so crowded. I hate crowds. That's worse than Buc-ee's.
That was worse than Buc-ee's.
That lady was cranky.
Yes, she was. Not very nice. So I explained it to her. We're trying not to steal this shit.
Yeah. I know if she saw it in there.
Alright, Joe, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so
Oh my God.
Newton makes up physics in the 1700s, right? Has laws of physics.
Those things have stood for a long time.
What goes up must come down.
They only stand on Earth. That's why we knew things were wrong, because we couldn't predict the orbit of Uranus using Newton's laws. That's how we knew something was up. How Einstein knew something was wrong. They do the math on it,
Leave it to the anuses.
and they discover that Einstein or Newton's laws are just a special case of relativity.
Oh.
And that Newton's laws make an assumption about the speed of light, that it is infinite. But this can't be true. It can't be. The speed of light cannot be infinite.
186,000 miles per second to change.
Yeah. It has to be. But what it is doesn't matter. What matters is that it can't be infinite. Because what is the speed of light? The speed of light is just how fast two parts of the universe can communicate with each other. The maximum speed. And if the maximum speed that two parts of the universe can communicate with each other is infinite, then that means nothing makes sense anymore. Here and there are the same place. You can be here and there instantly. So you can be in both places at one time. You can be then and now at one time.
We can't do that.
And when physics shits out paradoxes, that's how you know something's up.
Yeah.
That's how you know you need to look into it a bit more. So in order for here and there to be two separate things, there has to be a finite speed of light. What it is through space-time, right?
Get into weird shit when they start talking about bending space, because there's nothing faster than the speed of light. So
Yeah, we
something-
established earlier that space can expand faster than light can travel through it. So if you're bending space, yeah, we can break those rules a little bit. But
How would we
The
do such
speed
a
of
thing,
light-
and what would the benefit be?
the speed of light is actually not about light at all.
What is this, a stoplight?
Yes.
In between what?
Speed of light.
The speed of light is not about light at all, Joe. So
Oh.
why aren't we moving through space at the speed of light right now? Because if the speed of light,
'Cause then we get a ticket because we're in McBee.
yeah, that's true. But because we have mass. Mass is an impediment.
Daddy
to
was
motion.
going 10 over in McBee. I did.
Joe, you cut me off. Mass is an impediment to motion, right? The more mass you have, the harder it becomes to move through space. You know
Yeah.
this intuitively because you have a lot of mass, right?
Oh, damn.
Right?
Well,
Right? Think about it. The fatter you get, the harder it is to move through space.
I think you just
That is
shit on
that
me,
is
Joe.
that is no accident, Joe. That is because mass is an impediment to motion.
how do I break those rules?
You can't. So what happens if you
Lose
have
weight.
no mass? Zero mass. Then you move through space
Well,
at the maximum possible speed.
then how can zero, which is nothing, move at anything if it like?
It doesn't have a mass, it's a particle, Joe. This is other physics. You're talking
Yeah,
asking
we've got some of that copper. Hide it.
You didn't even eat any of it.
No, I didn't. Anyways,
Too
Joe.
busy talking.
Yeah, I'm too busy talking. If my mouth is moving, I can't put peach cobbler in it.
Did you take your meds this morning?
Yeah, I did.
All of them?
Yeah.
I
Not
did.
the Ritalin.
Really?
Well, you're concentrating pretty damn well on that space stuff.
That's the big fight.
Ah.
You got it?
Anyways,
Snap your
Joe.
right ear.
So if you have no mass, you move at the maximum possible speed through space-time. And what is that?
The speed of light.
Yes, because light has no mass. There are other particles
Wait,
that
wait,
also
wait, wait,
have
wait.
no mass.
If it's because the speed of light is because light has no mass, then and speed of light has nothing to do with light at all. How does that?
Because it was known as the speed of light first, but actually it's something deeper than the speed of light. But the name stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have no mass, you move at the maximum possible speed. You can move through space-time. And because we know it can't be infinite, because if it was infinite, then that means that a massless particle like light must move at the maximum possible speed you can move. And that is the speed of light, 186,000 miles per second. Which means that it's just not possible to move faster than the speed of light in this universe, because there is no such thing. So faster than light travel, not a thing. It doesn't work.
We'll never know if there's life in another planet. Unless
We can,
communicate
but
with
by
it.
the time we figure it out, it'll be dead.
Maybe they'll figure it out first.
But if the laws apply for the entire universe, you know,
Maybe they're more advanced than we are and figured it out.
if
You know, there are
Law
places in America
supplies.
where gravity doesn't work right.
What do you mean, Joe?
yeah, I mean, there's one place over there in Sanford.
Sanford.
Yeah, right outside of Sanford, there's a place.
Sanford what?
North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's near Raleigh. And
Not
what
possible,
happened?
Joe.
It's like a place where a bunch of signals combine and nothing would grow in it or something like
Nah, Joe. Gravity always works right. Joe, the laws of physics always works right because there is no other way for it to work. It's not that it works right because it works this way because it feels like it. It's because it doesn't make sense to work any other way because it can't.
I heard it's like
It
the-
makes about as much sense as saying 2 + 2 = banana. It doesn't make sense. It does not compute. Right?
that. So what? Alpha Centauri is 4 point what?
I don't know.
4 point something light years away. If it has planets around it, and one of them is in what they call the sweet zone or whatever zone we'll never know.
Yeah, there's almost certainly life out there. Like, it would be shocking if that wasn't the case. Will we ever know? That's a different story. But is it out there? Almost certainly. You know how old the Earth is?
millions of years old.
Yeah, I'm gonna open this door and jump out of the car if you say 6,000 right now.
That's what did I say, Tony?
According to people who are wrong, it's 6,000 years old.
No, it's not. That's not. It's
So the
gotta
Earth
be
is
over
4.3 billion years old, roughly.
billion.
Billion.
How?
Because it just is, Joe. It's 4.3 billion years old, roughly.
So we're new.
I mean,
In the grand scheme of
Relatively-
things, we're brand new.
relatively speaking, Joe. Anyways, 4.3 billion years old. Do you know how long ago life showed up on Earth? 4.1 billion years ago. So basically, as soon as Earth got started, so did life.
Really?
Yeah.
That could be microbial life.
Yeah, it is micro. It's single-celled organism.
Right.
For the fact, yeah, not
Explain that.
not even multicellular organisms. Multicellular organisms don't show up for another few billion years.
Yeah, you know what's funny? You would know intuitively because you have a lot of mass. That was a good one.
Yeah, Joe. I mean, that's one thing that you would
Just
get.
insulted you, and you think that was a good one?
That was fun. Hey, shit talk is
No, Joe, it wasn't shit talk. You understand the concept thoroughly now
Mhm.
because I related it to you, Joe. Because I'm a good
Mhm.
teacher.
I'm going to teaching.
I made it something that you could understand easily, right? Because mass is an impediment to motion. You know this because you're heavy.
But
It's
wait,
harder for
but
you.
wait a minute. What about like big ass football players that are like that run like way faster than I can ever dream of, and they're like twice the size of me?
Because they consume a lot of energy to do so. I mean, I'm not saying you can't move through space, Joe. I'm just saying it gets harder the heavier you are, and so requires more energy. Which is why things with mass can never ever accelerate to the speed of light.
However, you float better.
You're more buoyant.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, because the more mass you have, the more energy you need to accelerate. And it gets to a point when you get hundreds of decimal places within the speed of light, 99.99999% speed of light, that the energy required to accelerate any more is greater than the amount of energy in the universe, so it's just not a thing. Or it might just be infinite, I don't know.
I wonder when they made it that way.
how you learned it.
You can turn the AC down. Cold.
So you're in your tribe, and then you encounter people who don't speak your language, and now you need an explanation for why this is so. Because you have new information about the world that does not comport with the information you already have.
Every now and then.
And this is why every culture has its own creation story.
That's still stuff. That story.
What's
And
that?
if everybody's working together and getting along, why in the hell are you going to go in there and twist their tongues so they can't understand? And start to fight, argue, kill each other.
Because the line of reasoning probably goes something like this. Wait, those people don't speak our language.
It must be bad.
No, this is awful. We can't communicate them. This terrible state of affairs must be some kind of punishment. Why would we be punished for this? Why would we be punished? Oh, because we tried to encroach on God's domain with a giant tower. And so, in order to make sure we could never cooperate enough to make another tower encroaching upon his domain, he split our languages. And that's how we arrived at the current state of affairs.
No matter how you embellish it, it still doesn't make sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. I just explained to you why it makes sense.
No, you did. That's your theory. That's what you're saying, but it doesn't make sense. If people can talk to one another and they can cooperate and communicate, you know, it might be, hey,
But that's
no,
not a thing.
Our harvest was not what we need. What about yours? No, we had a surplus. Okay, we'll trade you something for your surplus, and everybody will be happy. They won't have to go across boundaries to kill each other to get your shit. I don't like that story, to be honest with you. And I am a man of faith, and I believe in creation. But I still don't like that story.
Well, I mean, there's no point at any point in human history where everyone spoke the same language.
I would love to eat these chocolate chips. I know I'm going to make a mess.
But chocolate chips.
The ones that are in the milkshake that, like the milkshake.
Oh shit. You got any milkshake left? I can have a swig.
Nope.
No,
Okay. Yeah, you normally offer. Hell, even your brother brings me a milkshake once in a while. You wouldn't even offer me it. What's wrong with you, Joe?
I was so wrapped up in this discussion that I forgot that I was drinking a milkshake.
It was not a discussion. We were learning. We were comparing notes.
I was so encapsulated by.
Captivated by. Encapsulated means that you got
Put into a capsule.
contained into a space.
I mean, I kind of was mind-wise.
Who got that cigar? The beach cobbler was good, man. If we'd have had some ice cream on top of it. I can't drive and eat. Man, that type of ice cream, that's so good.
Should I eat the chocolate chips?
No.
You gotta make a mess of the car, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean up.
We can hear them in there. Wolves of Wall Street.
That's actually true. Physicists, so there's an investment fund. It's like the most successful investment fund in the history of humanity.
It's run by physicists, right?
They only hire scientists, physicists, chemists, you know.
Harley.
I use upside every time I fill up. I've already made around $300. You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like,
That's a nice Harley. It's a big one.
What is it called?
Huh?
God bless you, Tony.
But see, we were talking about mass. That Harley feels way quicker because it has smaller mass.
Those theories have to be, you have to be able to prove that. And the mark of a good scientist is always trying to find a reason why it's not so. And the more they do and the more they try and the more they can, it makes the theory more and more true.
Oh, here we go. The medallion fund, that's what it's called.
Yeah. I know, I mean, it's man, how many,
This is a nice challenge.
Renaissance Technologies LLC is an American hedge fund based in Eastatoken, New York on Long Island that specializes in systematic trading using quantitative models derived from mathematical and statistical analysis. Renaissance was founded in 1982 by James Simons, a mathematician who worked as a code breaker during the Cold War.
and then you have down to earth shit where it proves my theory wrong. Like that World War II code author.
Jesus Christ. Medallion Fund is considered to be one of the most successful hedge funds ever. From 1994 through mid-2014, it averaged a 71.8% annual return before fees. The fund has been closed to outside investors since 1993 and is available only to current and past employees and their families.
Really?
Yeah. They probably figured that out too. If we make too many people rich, it dilutes the amount of money that we can make. I've heard that story before, Tony.
astronomers and computer science.
There used to be also a fund that just studied the graphs historically, and they were able to predict pretty much the direction of the market. That's why I was looking at the graphs last night to see if I saw some
According to a piece in the New York Times, Wall Street experience is frowned upon and a flair for science is prized. One former employee speculated that the herd-like mentality among business school graduates is to blame for poor investor returns.
I don't know how they find that out, but some guy figured out how to track Nancy Pelosi's investments, and he made a ton of money off of it. But our magic was that she affected. The stocks by legislation. I bet if somebody had the money to do it, I don't. I bet that if you invested money every time there is a current tariff friction and sold it when everybody got comfortable with it, you make money.
That's crazy.
Tony, a hedge fund is the one that bets against the market, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
What's crazy?
Don't worry about it, Joe. Right now, your daddy is too ignorant to make the best investments for you, Joey. So I'm still making you money, but perhaps not as much as I could if I invested your money.
Well, I end up finding a way to eat chocolate chips without making a mess.
Oh shit!
Don't you have to take a right here?
I don't. But look at that McDonald's and that gas station.
Shit, now I'm not gonna know where to take a right.
It ain't
It
there
ain't a
no more.
McDonald's and a gas station to mow.
No.
What is it?
A pile of rubble, Joe.
I tore it down.
Yes, sir.
That one we stopped at sometimes.
My God, I used to get Clementico so pissed off.
What?
But there's nothing wrong with that. Why did they tear it down? And here I would go, Clementico. The land I know, give me a piece.
Take the rest. I don't want any more.
That was a lot.
It was.
It's very heavy.
It wasn't me.
Still thinking about that thing with a piece of vanilla ice cream. Anybody buy to give Joe any?
We had a milkshake.
Nobody asked.
No.
That would be very messy for me.
No, it wouldn't.
Eat in the car.
That was the last bite.
Hmm? I'm busy siphoning the chocolate chips through the straw.
Okay.
Is there a
Trash bag?
trash bag there?
No. Put it away.
Hey, Joe,
Huh?
going to run through a pack or something.
Hmm.
Where did you put this onto this?
This thing had more chocolate chips than milkshake in it.
You did the yips.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a good milkshake?
Yep.
Your brother brought me a milkshake the other day. It had caramel and chocolate in it. God, I'm
Hey, he's got the best milkshakes at the beach. Melt on Main Street.
Did you bring any Band-Aids by any chance? One of these samples always. it's 265. especially for people who lived in rural America. Why
siphoning these chocolate chips out of this cup. They put a whole freaking bag in here.
Well, good for you, Joe. Are you telling me you didn't want a whole freaking bag of chocolate chips in your milkshake?
I mean, maybe a quarter of a bag would have been fine.
A quarter of a bag.
North Ocean, local part, isn't it?
What, Mommy?
My fingers and my shaking hands are so.
Not available while driving.
I know this is. I'm gonna give it to me, but at least it found it.
Wow, looks like I got them all.
Good for you, Joe. Mission accomplished.
Yep. There's one.
I guess they're rotating the crops, Joey. Do you know what that means?
Whoa. And rotate the crops. What?
Do you know what rotating crops mean?
They, I guess, season or like around the season.
Well, every growing season or every couple, they'll grow a certain crop and then they'll grow another one because they have different, they suck different shit out of the ground. This area we used to come through and all you found was tobacco. Now I'm seeing soybeans and corn.
Wow. about you? I think I'm done with these. Wait a minute, I think I am.
Hey, Mama, you got a trash bag here, Joe.
Okay.
Did Joe give it to me?
Nope, no more chocolate chips left.
I wonder where Dominic went, Joe.
Huh?
And I wonder where Dominic went.
I know, right? Yep, I ate all them chocolate chips. There's the train tracks.
Did I pass Darlington?
Yeah.
Where are we?
Quinby somewhere. I think by the Cold Hardy somewhere.
We're right below the Nasty Hardy.
That was a nice milkshake.
Turn left after 45 miles and continue on US 501 south.
Why did you just do that?
Because it's the same road that changes name. That's all, Joe.
gas station and the Subway and the Hardee's.
Used to call it Cold Hard. I'd piss you off like I went
Oh, you know what is even colder than the cold Hardee's? Lion Services.
You don't say, Joe.
Yeah, that break room was so cold. Daddy was rushing me to get out of there, and I was drinking a Coke, and then he was rushing me, and it somehow made me snort the Coke up my nose.
You snort the what up your nose, Joe?
Coke.
Excuse me? Joe?
Don't mess with me. You did coke in the House of Congress.
Yeah, I did do Coke in the halls of Congress.
Joe, I can't imagine you were the first or the last.
Huh? I know that. Hey, Daddy. Remember that skit on Gutfeld when Gutfeld was pretending to be Joe Biden when they found the cocaine in the White House, and he said, "I know it wasn't my son Hunter because he would have smoked it all."
Yeah.
That was funny. at the National Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship?
I think it was 2,799 people played in it.
Damn.
I think they're still playing.
Hey, what? They're still playing?
Yeah, it's all weekend thing.
I bet you they ain't gonna be playing cards till we get back.
No, Joe, it'll be over tonight.
No, the people at your buddies won't want to play cards for a while.
Probably.
Did Alex go?
No.
Why didn't she go?
What?
I thought she was going with
To the Indianapolis?
you. No.
Yeah, Indianapolis. That's what I was saying.
No, Joe, she did not go to Indianapolis.
Oh. You tired now too?
Yep. You said it's gonna be your turn to drive, Joe.
Well, call a probate lawyer, because I don't think that's going to end too well. Well, shit, I guess you ain't driving either now, dude.